because we can send them as much content or as much information as possible and it costs us $0, right? There's no out-of-pocket expenses. We've already gained that relationship.
So I think this was a perfect time for these guys to walk in.
Okay,
so I'll get everyone up to speed just so that we're all on the same level. So Emma's from Toronto. She's like a downtown condo specialist.
Saw the video.
Okay, great. And then so she's also really good at Facebook marketing. So she's probably the person we know the best, that knows the most about Facebook marketing. So that she's paid a lot of money to learn from some people that really know their shit. So she's kind of given us a quick breakdown and presentation on Facebook marketing and even just kind of the theory behind it.
There's kind of like 3 types of traffic that we can get online, and so one is going to be like the traffic that we own, which would be the people who are already in your pipeline. And those people, I think, like for most businesses, are the people who get left by the wayside, that people just, for some reason, I don't know why, I'm the same thing. Like I was so bad with my business when I first started too. Like it's like I already knew these people, I had all their contact information, and I was just so shit at following up with those people, right? Yeah. But like those are people that already know us, like us, and trust us, and like are gonna do business with us, and we fucking don't even pay attention to those people. We're just looking for new business. Like why? I have no idea, but everyone does it, and I do it too. So that's the traffic that we own, and those people, we don't have to spend any marketing dollars on that new business, right? So we gotta focus on having a good system of following up with those people, because we can send them as much content or as much information as possible and it costs us $0, right? There's no out-of-pocket expenses. We've already gained that relationship. So those are, I think that's like for most businesses like a big opportunity, because that's just something that gets left by the wayside. The second one is like traffic that we control. So those are paid ads. Those are things that we can say like, I'll pay X number of dollars and I know that X number of people are gonna come to my site. So I control that traffic, but like I can get as much as I want of that, but I gotta pay more to get that. That's sort of like somewhat qualified leads or whatever. And then there's the third, which is like the traffic that we don't control at all, that just like happen to come to YouTube and whatever. That's the hardest traffic to get, and that's the traffic that you guys get the most, which is like, it's like kind of a backwards model, but it's working for you guys,
and so,
right?
Like, to provide some perspective on that, because for a while I was really romantic about our organic traffic, thinking like we don't need to ever worry about paid advertising because we have such a great product and like we build such great relationships. But then when I was starting to consume like Ryan Dice from Digital Marketers content, he explained it as this, like he's like, so organic traffic, that's rainfall, and he's like, you know, paid traffic, that's irrigation. You can control it perfectly. And I was like, once I understood that, I was like, oh shit, like, you know, it's awesome we have this organic traffic, but long term we should be planning, because if tomorrow we decide we want to double our business, we should be able to just like flip a switch and create that.
Know how much money you're spending, and then know, you know, what's your cost per acquisition, what's our, you know, traditional conversions on those, and then work backwards that way, right? Exactly. So it's, I guess, more sustainable that way. Exactly. It's just like one of these things where you're like, it's like it's a new concept, like we've got to learn all this new, but like you guys have done a really great job in that, like you have a lot of organic traffic, which is something that a lot of businesses don't have. So it's like you've sort of accidentally set it up the other way, and it's like if we can focus on those first 2 streams of like people that we already own and controlling the money that we spend and knowing what the ROI is going to be, it's like infinite returns, because you're getting most of your business just from organic traffic right now, which is typically the lowest conversions and takes the longest time to sort of convert over and whatever, right? So we have that content online to build that relationship, but now it's like if we start pushing a good strategy with people that we already have all of their contact information, we're just not following up with them appropriately, like we're missing so much business, right? For instance, like, put it this way, a couple of months ago I set up my drip campaign for like my Zoocasa leads. I was hand bombing all of my follow-ups. Like I was doing it appropriately, but then I was like, listen, I'm sending every single person the same fucking email over and over again, being like, are you ready to buy a house? Like, is now the right time, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm not providing like any value. And I was like, I need to shift my mindset in that, like, I need to be providing more value. Yes, I'm following up on frequency, like an appropriate frequency basis, but I'm not providing necessarily the most value. So I was like, I need to structure this in a different way, that I'm spending my time writing emails. So I wrote out 52 emails, one for every week, of content that's super valuable, not pushy at all, not anything. And so I set that up. I put all of my leads into MailChimp, and I've got 3 or 4 active buyers now out of that I would have not got these people. Like, I was just letting them go. Like, they were just sitting in my Zoocasa pipeline. Like, I was just not cultivating those leads. And then, for instance, one guy sent just our videos, and the emails can just be content that you guys already have. Like, it's just a matter of setting it up. Like, the videos do super well. I sent the guy our video. He's a lead from like 2016, messaged me and was like, sick video, it's great. Like, I'm happy that I got to like see your personality. I'm ready to roll for February 2019. If I didn't have that set up, like, there's no way in hell I would have called that guy from like 2016, just because like that's just human nature, I think, in terms of how we deal with leads. So just shifting the mindset and saying like, let's front load all of the work here and spend our time creating these emails and setting it up. And as soon as that's done, like, you don't need to touch it again. Those people are automatically being followed up with. Like, I don't have to write emails anymore. I just focus on getting the new business or the ads or whatever, right? On average, it's what someone needs to engage with your brand about 7 times to like recognize you as like I don't know, some sort of authority in that space or whatever, right? So they don't have to be put, like, my emails are not pushy at all. At the end, it says if you want to get in contact with me, like, here's the best way, book a call with me in my calendar. But like, the information is just there to educate you on the process. So for you guys with the mentorship process, it's not even following up and being like, hey, do you still want to do this? It's like training people from the beginning of that email sequence to open your email. So making sure that they know from the very first email, like, the emails are valuable, right? Like, as soon as they get an email, they got to be like, okay, I got an email from John. It doesn't seem too automated. It kind of seems like you wrote it to me, but like, if I look a little bit deeper, like, I know that it's automated. But it's got to be like, I read that email and I'm like, shit, like, there's some good value in that, and like, I'm gonna want to open John's next email, right? So it's we got to make sure that the first couple emails are like bangers in terms of good content, and then people are just automatically going to train themselves through that sequence. It's not even like you didn't have to get them to set up a course. It's like, hey, you know, if you want to work with us in April, please watch our next, you know, I'm going to send you an email for the next 6 weeks. Please just watch all of the videos, and you'll be able to see, like, you can go in MailChimp and see in the back end, like, and MailChimp's free for you to use, but you can see what people have actually gone through and looked at all 6 videos, and then you're like, all right, cool, like, Jim, Susie, and Bob have watched all 6 videos. Like, those are my people that I know are likely going to buy, so I need to make sure that I'm spending most of my time following up with those people. And X, Y, and Z haven't even opened any of my emails, so it's pretty unlikely that they're motivated to continue to work with us, right?